Good morning, everybody, and a happy Friday to you all. Welcome to Pick of the Week, where we have something new for you, something extremely exciting, something just so out of this world. You're going to love it. We've got Liam is in my ear today. Hello, Liam. So that'd be nice. I've not had Liam in my ear before, so... so it's nice to have Liam in my ear. And also we've got Rachel on the socials. We've already got people joining us, which is fabulous. So thank you, everyone. We've got Joanne from Ohio and we've got Karen from Kentucky. You know what? I think some of our American viewers, I feel like they never actually go to bed. Well, I just feel like you're always there no matter what time of day we join you and we put a show on for you. You're always there, so we appreciate that, as well as anybody else that joins us from all around the world. We are truly grateful that you stay up or you get up early just so that you can join us and hopefully get some inspiration and some ideas from us. So thank you all from me for that. So what we've got today, we have got some fabulous die sets. And these are, obviously, as part of our Christmas launch. They are amazing. As you'll see in our little pack shop to my right, on your left, you'll see that I've put some of the samples up made by our extraordinarily fantastic design team who never cease to amaze me with everything. I just spend so much time outside the studio in between shows looking at the samples they make, because they're just, honestly, they're truly out of this world. And so a big thank you goes to them because they're just remarkable. And as you'll see, we'll show some more as we go through the show, but we're going to start with the dies first. Now, the idea behind these dies is that they're not just a die set. If I hold them up one at a time, am I better for forwards for now? Okay, so first of all, we've got our Christmas cabin. So it's almost a bit like a gingerbread house. So you can see it's got the Christmas trees, it's got the candy canes, the wreath, it's got the icicles and the snow on the roof, snow at the bottom. It's really, really lovely die set. But the beautiful thing is about all these is that you can actually use them to make a card base, because the outer edge of the bigger die means that you can put it onto your folded card. So you can just make a general open and shut card, you can make an easel card, you can make your like a tent fold card where you fold it at the top. You can do all kinds of things, and so we'll be showing you that in this show. We're giving you a taster of how you can make them as a card base and then decorate them. But I will show you some samples as well. We've also got our boards. So I'm not sure, Liam, do you think I should just go through the dies first, or should I show the board as I go that corresponds with each one? I think that's a good idea, because people then get the idea and then we can show this. Yes. Okay, so in this one, you are going to get 31 dies. I've just tipped it up, then I can see 31 dies in this one, which is quite amazing. So you also get stamps too. So if you cut out all the separate pieces, this is what you would get. So you can see you've got your house there, you've got your little porchway at the front, you've got your chimney, you've got all the wooden beams that go on the front and all those little embellishments to add to your little Christmas cabin. But I think the good thing about this is as well, is that this, even though this is like the front porchway where you'd put your front door, this could just be used as a little house as well. And again, you could use that as a little tag to match your card that you do with the house. So those are the dies that you get, and then you're going to get the little stamps as well. And we're not just giving you one or two, we're giving you a whole board full of stamps here, as you can see. We've got some fabulous sentiments on there, and we've got some nice little ones, say like North Pole, which allow us to, if I bring the die back in, you can see you've got like a little signpost there that says North Pole, so you could put that on there as well. It's just really, really cute. But these can be used on all your Christmas cards too. So that is an amazing die set on its own. What I will show you as well, while we've got that there, I'm going to show you a couple of the card bases just done in black and white by our design team. So on this one, they've just used it as, they've not actually cut this out as the shaped card, but they have actually put it on there just to show how you could build it up. And then we asked them to do them in black and white so that it gives a good idea, a clearer vision of what you can see as well. And then how you can then embellish it, create, and go on from there. But look at that, perfect little bag. Isn't that amazing? And these are not the finished samples that we're going to show you in a minute. These are just a couple of ideas to get your head thinking about, oh, I could use that for this, I could use that for that. So that is our first one, that's the Christmas cabin. So now we're going to go on to our Santa's boot. Now in here, you've got 37 pieces, not 37 dies, 37 pieces. That includes your stamps as well. But look at this, this is amazing, because this is like, is it Old Mother Hubbard? No, that lived in a cupboard. You know, lived in a shoe, that's the one. Yeah, I'm thinking this is not a cupboard, this is a shoe, Sheila, get it right. Yeah, there was an old woman who lived in a shoe. That's the one. So again, I think these are great as well, because if you look at them with Christmas in mind, then you're gonna, you know, have fun using them. But take the Christmas embellishments away, you can use these for all kinds of things. You know, you can use them all through the year. You could use it as like almost like a baby bootie or a sock, and use it on a new baby card. Some of the samples we've got are really amazing what the team have done with them. So we'll show you those as we go along. But let's give you an idea as what the dies cut out like with this one. So this is Santa's boot. So as you can see, immediately that says to me like a gardening welly, or a, you know, a boot. You might have someone in the family who's a construction worker or a plasterer or something like that you could put that on a card for them. And you know, you've got the like toe cap there, and you've got the big solid sole, and then you've got the lace panel where you put with the eyelets. So you could really make this, you know, it could be for someone who goes out walking. So it's not just for Christmas, but those are obviously those are the elements that you get that cut from the dies. And then we've got the stamps. Again, another beautiful array of stamps. Really, really lovely. I love these. I love the font as well. I think the font is really nice because it's almost like it's been handwritten in a way, but very neat. And you've got some lovely little sentiments like Elf Village, which you could put on the front of the boot and do a little arrow saying the Elf Village is that way. Really, really lovely collection. I'm going to grab a couple of the black and white samples now to show you what the team have done with the boot. So again, shaker, look at that, a shaker boot. How amazing is that with some like snow in the bottom? That's brilliant. But that's again another really great idea, because it's actually been cut like an aperture. So again, it's not just a shaped card base, it's not just to go on the front of a card. Really, really great idea, and imagine if you embellish that up, it would be fabulous. And then we've got another one, which is just done like the other one, well, similar to the cabin one, but we've actually got it with a little slotted section there that you can see. And again, it folds flat, so perfect for posting or giving to someone in an envelope. So again, another couple of little ideas from that one. So let's pop that one to one side there. Then we'll bring in the next one, hot chocolate. And here we've got 22 pieces. So you'll see we've got a cup here. Now you can make a couple of different style cups as a card base from this. Again, you're going to get the stamps with it too, but look how amazing it is with the creamy chocolate on, the cream on top, and then you could add chocolate sprinkles, you could add glitter, you could add gems, you could add what you want, but you've got like the little candy sticks in here and the lollipops, candy canes. You've even got like little gingerbread biscuits as well, and the little gingerbread man that we can't forget at Christmas. So again, a lovely set of dies, and then we have stamps to go with these. So let's bring those in as well. So this is what you'll be able to cut immediately. Not always going to be for Christmas. You can always make a cup of hot chocolate for a birthday card, for a winter birthday. I mean, there's all kinds of things you could do with the mug. You could put your sentiments on, like mum. You could personalise it. Gingerbread men, you could cut those out and put them on a string, so like bunting. So lots of different ways of doing these. And then before I'll talk you through the stamps, and then we'll see who we've got joining us, because I don't want to miss out saying hello to everyone. But as you can see here, may your holidays be sweet. You've got sending a Christmas cup of cheer, naughty or nice. So all those lovely sentiments, again, in that beautiful writing. I think you're going to be able to use that a lot aside of Christmas, because you could just take the Christmas out of this one at the top and put just sweet wishes. So again, you can use that at any time of the year. So before we show you our last one, let me just see who we've got joining us. I'm just going to pop that there and then I can see. So we have got Oh, we've got quite a few people. Oh my goodness, we have got quite a lot. So we've said good morning to Joanne and Karen. We've got Leslie, so good morning, Leslie. We've got Karen Swick from Indy, I guess, which is Indiana, because we've got the US flag on there. And then we've got Carol from Hull. Oh, apparently this is Yorkshire Day. I didn't know that. No, I wouldn't know that because I'm from Lancashire, so I'm from the other side of the hills, aren't I? But I do enjoy driving up here over those Yorkshire moors, Yorkshire Dales. It's absolutely incredible. It blows my mind every time. So good morning to you, Carol, on Yorkshire Day. We've got Crafting with Door. Hello, everybody. We've got Janice from Stoke-on-Trent. Not too far from me, Janice. We've got Laurie in Gilbert, Arizona, which I'm expecting it's going to be. Oh, it's always red hot in Arizona, isn't it? So, and then Janice says, Janice is on YouTube and she says that this is the one that she's been waiting for. I guess, Janice, you're a dye addict and you just like having new dyes. So, but these are amazing. And she says, and Joanne says these are so much fun. And we've also got Laurie who says, well, I guess I'm going to need all of these new sets because they're so cute. And Lynn says she definitely wants these, but she needs them. So she's going to have them all. So before we say hello to anybody else, because that's my list at the moment, let's look at the final one. I just don't know which is my favourite one. I love the house. I mean, I love them all, but I always have a bit of a fascination for like houses and villages and things like that. But then I saw this and I thought, oh my goodness, look at that caravan. That caravan is just amazing. So this is our festive camper. And this is like a traditional caravan that you put on the back of your car, isn't it? And you tow it along. I think this is absolutely amazing. Again, you can use this any time of the year. It's really, really fabulous. So you're going to get, this has got the most amount of kind of embellishments in here. This is a 40-piece set. So you've got the caravan with all those fabulous embellishments, and then you are going to get your stamps with this as well. So let's show you the die board first, so you can see what you get in silhouette form, because that just makes it easier for you, doesn't it? So you can see you've got the snow at the top and the snow at the bottom. You've got the caravan, and then you've got the little panel at the bottom that would go along the caravan here. And then you've got the windows, the doors. You've even got the little curtains. And you have got in here, also, you've got really tiny dies to make the snowman's eyes and the mouth. Now, we'll show you those as we go through the day, obviously. But they are, right, so we cut those out yesterday, and it was great fun putting some together in one of the demos I've got later today, because the mouth and it's the mouth and the eyes, isn't it, that are really tiny. So if you have, you know, trouble seeing, or your dexterity is not great, you could just put those on with a pen if you wanted to. That would work fine as well, and some googly eyes even to make it a bit comical. But those are that's the caravan set, and then your festive camper, and then you've also got your sentiments as well in here, which you can stamp on. Let's get festive, let it snow, happy Christmas, deck the halls. So these are kind of a bit more generic really for Christmas. So you can actually use these a lot of the time, but there's one on here, and I think it is, oh no, it wasn't this one, it must be one of the others, and when I find it after I'll tell you which one it was. But yeah, that's a whole lot of dies and stamps that you are going to get there with those collections. So let's show you a couple of extra ones, because I didn't show you the black and white ones, did I? Because I went to look at who was joining us. So here is the caravan. There's a shaped card, which is pretty amazing. In fact, it's actually, if I pull that up, it's actually a little easel card. So you can make it into an easel card. I mean, you could put little steps, couldn't you? Like a piece of folded card, like little steps, so they would go down onto the base. Just a little bit more fun. But imagine, I know so many people who have caravans. You could do it in their colours. You could find out what the curtains are like. You could cut the window out so you can see through it. But amazing. I love these. I love the fact that cutting them in black and white, it's a bit like doing a mood board in a way, isn't it? So you can kind of see what you've got. And I think if you cut them and then put them in a folder, I started doing this years ago and I never completed it, because as you know, as crafters, you're constantly getting more dies and updating your dies. And gradually, you know, time runs away with you. But I think it would be a good idea, it might be a good idea for us all to start doing this, which is when we get our die set, immediately we cut it all out in black and white and put it onto an A4 sheet and then put it in a folder, because then it's got really good reference. Rather than having to scoot through all your dies, you can just go through your folders, and that way then you know what you've got. I was looking for something recently that I needed a particular, I can't remember what I was making for someone, and I needed a particular shape, and I had to just go through all my dies, because I've got loads, you know, I've had some for 20 odd years, and you keep them and you go through them all for a particular shape. This is going to take me forever. Whereas if I'd had like a folder, I could have just flicked through really quickly, seen it in black and white and gone, right, that's the shape I need. So if you've got time to do that, I mean, you know, time is of the essence, isn't it, these days? But that might be something you might want to do going forward with your dies. But look at these. Look at this. It's a little decoration in the cup. It's fabulous, and you can put it on your Christmas tree, which is really, really great. And then, of course, we've got our little kind of card, almost like a little diorama. It's been a bit flattened because it's travelled here. But look at that. It's amazing. The things you can do, it's just really, really good. So, yeah, those are really, really great ideas. So what I'm going to do is just pop them to one side there, and then we'll bring in some of the samples to show you, because it's always nice to recognise what hard work our design team put in, and also to show you how you can create these as little bases. So you can see here, this little Christmas cabin has been done just by cutting the top section here twice. In fact, it's even easier than that. Just cut the front and the back out, glue them together at the top with a score line. That's as easy as that is to make your shaped card that way. You can also do it by putting your fold down this side here. So that's really good as well. But that's just one of them. So we've got the little Christmas cabin, and then we've got our little caravan. Again, similar as to how it was earlier, where we have the fold just at the top, so it's a basic front and back of the caravan, score line where you want it to be. Couldn't be simpler, could it? It just couldn't be simpler at all. And then we've got the boot. So again, cut 2 boots. This time you can score it down the side, but with this as well, you can still do it the other way, so the boot opens out that way. But again, beautiful little cards that are amazing and so full of detail. And then we've got the cup. So again, cut a front and a back, and then put them together, and then put them like that. Really good idea. And then we've also got here little like easel card. How cute that is. And that's done in some lovely like textured cardstock, and it's got the pearlescent on there as well. So really, really nice. But look how fun that is. They would make great invitations to like parties, you know, if you live on a campsite. I know a lot of people live on campsites and with caravans. I know a lot of people who go to caravan for 6-8 weeks of the year and have barbecues and invite people up. So you can make some really nice invitations with this. And then, of course, you would, obviously, if you know someone that's got a caravan, you would send them this on a Christmas card, absolutely. So they are the caravan ones. And then let's look at this, because this is really clever. So let's see who's done this. So Sandy has done this. What Sandy's done is actually made the boots stand up. And she's cut one way and one the other. And look at that, we've got a pair of boots. How amazing is that? And the thinking about it as well is just like, it's fabulous. Fabulous idea. And then we've got another one here with the boots on. So obviously we've got all the others on our side here. So we've got this one, and this is quite amazing. I love this as well. And this would fold flat, but look how lovely that is, edged with the gold. So it's really nice. It's so unusual. I just think it's amazing. And all the little bunting and the Christmas lights as well. Fabulous. You can really go to town on them. So those are our 4 sets of dies. And those are just some of the samples that our fabulous team have done. So what we're going to do, we're going to show you how to make some of the shaped card bases by just, when we just do them in like white or black or something like that, and see how many ways we can do it. So we'll just bring up my scoreboard, and I'll bring up my trimmer and bring up some white card to start off with. Let's see if anybody else has joined us on here. Let's see. Oh gosh, we've already got people joining us. Okay, so let's see who we've got. I'll bring my phone a bit nearer. So we've got Sarah. Morning. She says she's got to get the caravan. Alison, Mason says the cabin could be used for a new home card. Absolutely. Perfect idea. The caravan is amazing. From Susan. Sandra says, oh, these are lovely. I think I really need these. Oh, you know what, Sandra, I think you do, because as soon as I got them, I was like, these are incredible. Janice says, oh, Janice has started cutting her dies in black and mounting them on card for a notice board. Great idea. Great idea of getting organised with your dies, and you can see what you've got. Now then, she also says, for the mug, make a little box base, stick a mug front and back, and put in a bag with a custom hot chocolate mix for a little gift. I didn't work on these, but suddenly getting lots of ideas. Well, we have a similar kind of thing here, don't we? But this is, some of these samples, they weigh an absolute ton, honestly. But look at that one. So that one is flat like that. And then you can do it like a little easel card. I wonder, is there something in here? Oh my word, I thought this is heavy. Look at this. You've got marshmallows in and hot chocolate. Oh, how amazing is that? That's nicer than anything you could buy in a shop, isn't it? And the love and effort that's gone into that is amazing. Who made this? Let's see. It's going to be one of our fantastic team. Oh, there's no name on it. Oh my goodness. If you made this, please let us know. Because I don't know who did it. There's absolutely no clue in there. Yes, that would be good, because it'd be nice to recognise the clever person that did that. So yes, so we've already got someone that did that. Alexandra says, good morning, Sheila from West Midlands. When I get any new craft product, I always make test samples. Not always in black and white, but I put them on A4 and keep them in labelled binders. Now, you know, once, and this is a long time ago, that's just reminded me, I went to, it's who, sorry? Marie. Do you know, I've just been looking at some of Marie's samples out there, and I was like, these are amazing. It's Marie Jones that made our beautiful box there with the hot chocolate and marshmallows, so thank you very much, Marie. That is just incredible. And so, who wouldn't love to get that for Christmas as part of their Christmas gift? That would be amazing. So yeah, many years ago, I went to a craft show, and there was a lady there in a wheelchair. I think she used to come to my demos. And in the front of her wheelchair, she had a big basket, and same on the back. And in those baskets, she had A4 ring binders. And in those ring binders, honestly, this must have taken forever, was just sheets and sheets of printouts, and it had all the craft supplies from whichever company they were from, the code that was on the back, the price, where she purchased it from, and it was all just logged. And she would open it up, and if there was something that she wanted from the show but she hadn't got, she would have the code number from that, because obviously she got the number from you know, online or from a catalogue, and logged it in there. And then there would be like it would be highlighted, so she knew if she saw that at the show, that's what she needed to get. And she showed me all these ring binders pulled them out of the basket, and I was like, that is amazing. I said, can you come and do all my stuff for me in my house? But she didn't, obviously. But what a great idea. And this is what, you know, what we should be doing, because that way then we know what we've got and we know what we can add to it, and we just, you know, and if you're ever to lose any of it, or you would know, you know, where you got it from and where it came from, and, you know, so it's a really good idea. It's like doing an inventory, isn't it? So Janice is saying that the samples are amazing. Marie's just saying that she made it. Thank you, Marie. And she did the marketing suite and the concepts in black and white too. So thank you for those, Marie, because they make a massive difference when we're explaining and showing the products. And Karen says, such a cute variety. I just love the whimsical look of these. Yeah, so do I. And I think what's really nice about these as well is that because they've got lots of little elements within them, so like candy canes and snowmen, if you're doing little cards, you can use the different elements from the different dies and really kind of make something a bit more unique and something of your own. So I think what we'll do first, we will use, let's grab this one because this is on top. So now you'll be able to see when we open it up what these are like. So we've got the house dies. Oh, I'll put it that way, there we go. So we've got the house dies here, and you know what, another really lovely thing I love about the dies like this is the fact that when you take them off there, you've got the shape as to where it goes back on, and I love that. It's such a simple thing, but you know what, you can see then if you've got something missing. So if when you're putting them away and you go, oh, hang on a minute, my candy cane's not here, where is it? You know, you get your magnet out and try and fish around in your bin and stuff and find it. So I think that's really good, because then you can see if you've mislaid something or it's not there, you need to find that. So I just love that idea, and it's the simplest idea in the world. But yeah, great idea. So what we're going to do, we'll take the house shape and we will look at how many, oh, these are the stamps as well, but you did see those there. And we'll look at how many different things, or how many different ways we can do it. So let's bring in, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my scoreboard here, and I'm going to look at the size of the house. I don't want to waste the card, so we're going to look at the size of the house, which is basically probably, I'm guessing about 4.5 inches. Yes, from like the deepest bit or the widest bit here and here. Looks like it's about, just going to go to the end of the map there. It's about 4. I would go with 4.5. So let's do this first. So let's just make an open and shut card first with this. So I'm going to turn my board over because I've measured it in inches, and we'll go with 4.5. So 4.5 down there. So we'll just give a little score. I'll just do them in white for now so that you can see them. Sandra says she loves a spreadsheet and now catalogues all her Crafters Companion dies, stamps, embossing folders, etc. as I was ending up with duplicates. I've also catalogued markers and ink pads. Oh my word. Now that's a serious kind of organisation, isn't it? I wish I could do that. There's just not time in life. But I must admit, I am quite good in that I put everything back in its packets. I know a lot of people take them out and put them on like magnetic boards and magnetic walls, but I've always kept all mine in the packs, stamps as well, for some strange reasons. So, but yeah, because I can then just flick through them easier, and I know what they are because they're still in the packaging. So let's pop that down there. So that's roughly 4.5. Yeah, 4.5 inch card. So what we can do now is, if we want to do it that way, as we saw before, you can actually do it across the fold like that. So you can do it across the fold, and that will give you the card without the top bit on. And then what you would do, you would take another piece of card and you would cut another one and put that on the front. But I quite like the way that I'm not sure who made it, but let's just grab it and then we can show you, because I think this was a really good idea, because doing it this way, you only need to cut 2. So you'll cut a front and you'll cut a back, and then you join it at the top. But of course you can, if you want to, if you're doing an easel card, you would do it like that, because you have to fold it in half and that needs to stand up. So that's how you do that. But I'm going to do it like this. So I'm going to cut, and again, you can still do the same thing. You can still do 2 separate ones. What I've done over the years, I quite enjoy doing a folded card and then decorating a separate piece and then putting that on top. Is that weird? How would you do it, Liam? How do you normally do it, as separates? Okay. Right, okay. Shall we do that then? Or shall we do it like an easel card? Like that. Oh. Oh, have you tried it like that before? Okay. So, are you saying like to put it over the edge? Just so that it'll still keep it together? Okay, that's a little bit cunning, isn't it? Ooh, let's try that. Sorry there, ladies and gentlemen, I've got Liam telling me things in my ear, like, do it like that, Sheila, which is, I've never tried it like that. I'm going to put it through, right, where's my plate gone now? There it is. I'm going to put it through the Gemini MIDI. I think it'll cut through both, won't it? Because it's a genius machine. So let's cut this. This is going to give us a really different card, isn't it, with a different opening? Yeah, let's have a look. Let's hope it's not gone through. Oh my word. Okay, let's take off my tape there. And then hopefully... Look at that. What about that? That's quite unusual, isn't it? Still, doesn't it? It works really well. And you've hardly, really, by the time you cut your snow and put your snow on the top there, even if there's just a fraction of it missing here in comparison to that side, you're not going to notice, are you, when you get your snow on? That's really unusual. I love that. Okay, that's really good. Okay, so that's an unusual one. So everybody, try that one. I love that. I'm wondering if as well now you could do like something else with it. But anyway, I'll think about that as the day goes on, because obviously we've got these all day, so it's going to be things are going to probably expand and grow as we go. But I love I've never thought of doing it like that. That's amazing. You're a genius, Liam. Yeah, I know you try your best. You always do. Okay, so let's try something else then. I think because we've got 4 different ones, there's nothing stopping you mixing, if you get all 4 of them, mixing some of the little embellishments and some of the other dies with some of the other, some of the other cards. So let's just show you them, because you might be total beginner and you might not be used to actually doing something like this. So let me get the dies again. Here, let me bring this one back up. We'll do a couple. We're all right for time, aren't we? We'll do a couple with, I wonder if we could do, we did say, okay, let's try this. We did say about making a little tag, didn't we? So this is going to be easy. So again, you could do it the same. You could cut little tag like that. Or, wouldn't this be the cutest if you did? Let's see, I wonder if we could do it almost like a little, I wonder how big that window would be. So you could cut it. We could cut that over the edge that way. We could do it, should we do it that way? Let's do it that way. No, what I'm going to do, changing my mind all the time, I'm going to cut 2 separate ones because I want to do a window in it. Just a little window as a tag. So we'll do that, grab my scissors, and we'll cut a couple of these. A couple of the little ones. We could still then join it together. Right, I'll get a little piece of my tape here. Just do that so it's not too sticky there. Okay. Right, so we'll pop that one through first, and then we'll do the second one with the window. Okay, this is, could have done that with the mini one, but anyway, I'll do it with the MIDI, it's fine. While we've got time. So, let's see. I think these would be really cute as like all hung up as little houses, wouldn't they? Right, so let's have a look. So we'll pop that one on there, and then let's pop the little window on, I think, and let it cut the window out. So, not that tape, I'll use this little piece of this just to hold the window in place, because I know if I don't, it'll just move around. This could be like a little pixie house, or a little elf Christmas house. Very cute. Or even the gingerbread man from the little, from the cup set might fit in there. It could be the gingerbread man's house. Oh, look what I've done. Didn't think about that, did I? I cut the whole window out. But look at that. Let me get a piece of black card. Let me get a piece of black card. Oh. Dog kennel. Birdhouse. I love this. I love the fact that we can do that. Now then, I'm just wondering, that's a bigger window, isn't it? if I cut that out, that's going to give me a frame, isn't it? That would go on there. So, just grab my pokey tool. And take that window out of there. So these windows are amazing, look at that. But what we can do, I think if we cut this one out, because this is a bigger one, we'll be able to put that on the top of there as a window frame. Like a, you know, it would be like the frame, but it would just sit a bit outside of the window. Let's see, that'd be interesting to see if that would fit, because then that gives you another dimension. Let's just put it right up there, and then we don't have to go right through there. Just bring it back. Well, I'm excited to see if this works. Get those bits out of there. That's going to be so cute. Yeah, birdhouse. Think it'll work? It's not too bad, is it? Not too bad at all. Let's just... Oh, look at it! I love that. That's amazing. And then can you imagine if you get your... Let's cut the snow as well. And then we'll go on to one of the others. I wonder if we can get some of the snow from out of there. Possibly. Oh yeah, look at that. It will just... Oh, aren't I just? Waste not, want not, as they say. Yeah, I think I can do that. In fact, we don't even have to have all this on the end, do we? We can just snip that off and just put that tiny bit through. Yesterday I was doing this, and I was actually getting bits off the top of the bin, because there were pieces that were like perfect size for things that I was doing. I need to pop that back on. What's that, sorry? Absolutely, yeah, definitely use your scrap box. I know everybody's got them. Everybody's got scrap boxes, and that's the great thing about keeping them. I have like 2 or 3 on the go, and then I like throw them in a drawer, and then I think, right, I'm going to put them in a tray, and then I'm going to put them in a crate, and then gradually you're like, right, I have to just recycle some of this because it's getting a bit ridiculous now. But yeah. Oh, look at that. Now that's given me a nice little idea there. Like, let's pop the snow out, and that would just show us how small. So you could, if you're doing little cards, immediately you've got a little tiny little Christmas house there that you can use. And you've also got like a little bow, you've got a wreath, you've got the trees as well, because look at that, the trees, you could have the small trees here, and then you could bring in the bigger trees as well. So eventually you've created something new if you imagine cutting that out. So it's making me want to do all these now, making me just want to sit in a corner and do this like we do when we're crafting at home. But imagine you can make your own little village there, do some different trees, and that is then a completely different card just from 2 little, you know, dies off the set, 2 or 3 little dies. So good, you know, good ways of doing that with the dies. Right, so to give me a chance to clear up for a second, we're just going to go to a little break to show you a little VT. Is this the very special one? Okay, yeah, so we've got a couple of VTs for you, so just watch these. I think you're going to like them.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty program today and receive 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits to joining Club Inspire include special members-only sales, and you can receive discounts or exclusive access to products, and even free gifts. You will receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro that you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. See if you can craft your way up to our ultimate Club Inspire tier, Platinum, where you'll enjoy the very best discounts and rewards that we offer. As you keep climbing through the club, you can actually reach Platinum Plus and even Platinum for life. The more points you collect, the more you will be rewarded within our amazing special Club Inspire community. So, what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Hello, it's Leanne here. I'm here to invite you to Christmas in the Making Live. It's going to be on Sunday, the 31st of August, and it's a full day of live crafting with 5 festive, fabulous projects for you to create. Did you love Craftaganza? Did you feel you missed out? Did you want to join in? This is for everybody, and we're going to be doing for a full day those 5 fabulous festive crafting projects. There's going to be cards, gift tags, boxes, 3D projects, colouring, embossing, die cutting, you name it, I'm going to include it, and I'm going to take you by the hand, step by step on the journey. We are going to be using our brand new launches, but if you don't have them, I don't want you to worry, because we're going to give you all of the measurements, all of the skills, all of the know-how, and you can craft along with your own stash at the same time. Sunday the 31st of August, it's going to be the most glamorous festive event that you could imagine. Get your ticket, I can't wait to see you there.
Hello, welcome back everyone. Let us know if any of you have bought your ticket to do the classes with Leanne. I think it's going to be really, really fun. I know that she's got lots of great things lined up for you. I saw the list of what she's going to do, and it sounds like there's some really unusual and great inspiring projects that you can join in with and learn how to do, and then hopefully expand on that as well yourself. So I think it'll be a great event. I wanted to do it, but I'm not going to be, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it because I think I'm going to be probably working. I feel like I'm working on that day. I might be at Hobby Maker maybe, I can't remember, but yeah, that would be great. I would love to do that as well. Anyway, we've got Karen who says, Sheila, when do these go live for ordering? Because I need to set an alarm. Karen, these should be on the website live at 12 o'clock today, 12 noon for us in the UK. I'm not sure where you are, so I'm not sure what time it would be for you. But on Wake Up Call with Ben and myself at 12, they should be live on there then, I think. So check back in then. Okay, so let's have a look. So we've also got Geraldine who's joined us now. She says, good morning, everyone. These cards look amazing. Yes, Geraldine, our team have done remarkably well as well with these. I'm just going to grab this one for a second because I'm going to use the caravan one next. But just look at this. It's a caravan bag. How amazing is that? It's just so beautiful. If we turn it round, you've got the little sentiment on there and even the little wreath there. And then we've also got, look at that. It's just lovely. The snowmen are just divine, and I love the fact that we've got the curtains on the caravan there as well. It's just amazing. You've even got like the mud guard, you've got the snow, but the detail, just the detail on the ends here. Look at this with the little like lights and then the wreath. And I guess that this has just been kind of done. Let's have a look. Was this Marie again? Yeah, Marvellous Marie, I think we're going to start calling her now. Because what she's done is just put card inside it to make a box and then put a handle on. It's just ridiculously cute. And imagine filling that with like candy canes and chocolates and lollipops and stuff just for on a Christmas table, or for if you make and sell. Imagine putting these on your craft fairs and things in a cellophane bag with a lovely ribbon and a bell or something like that. But they would fly out, I'm absolutely convinced. Or even like presents for children's teachers in school. So we've also got Bianca who says that she's already got her ticket to Leanne's little extravaganza day of making amazing projects. So that's good, that's good. Very, very good indeed. So let's show you, let's cut the caravan. I wonder, I can, now then, can I just get it out of there? I'm just going to turn that round and see if I can. Well, let's just turn it over. You can always turn it over and just, I don't think it'll quite go on that. So let's grab another piece. And we'll cut the caravan out a couple of times and join these together just to show that you could have the caravans in different ways. So if we just pop the caravan on there, and then I'll just trim down the side there like that. So there we go. There we go. You probably won't have heard this, will you, Liam? But the other day I was saying that I'd spoken to my mum watches the Crafters TV, and she said, last week she said you were doing some demos on there. She said, and you kept going to the right of the mat. I think or to the left of the mat. She said, you need to get back on the mat. I was shouting at the telly saying, move it over. And I was like, oh gosh, okay then, Mum. I said, normally, you know, if I'm going out of vision, they will tell me in my ear. But she said, well, I know that I can tell you because I'm your mum and I can tell you properly. You know, keep looking at what you're doing. And I was like, wow, my mum telling me off. Oh my, that's funny. Right, so what we'll do, we'll chop a couple of caravans and we'll put these together as like a carte blanche. So there'll be a couple of options as to what we can do. So we can do like a bottom opening with a top fold, and then or we can do a side fold. I'm wondering if you could do, and I don't know if it would work, if you could cleverly do like a gatefold card. So you'd have, you know what I mean? You'd have your caravan there, and then you'd have this side here and this side here. I'd have to think about that. I'd have to, it should work, shouldn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it should work, that. Well, let's cut another one, and first of all, and then we'll see what we can do. I mean, we could do like we did with the caravan that we used. Oh, when we did one of the crafty stashes a couple of weeks ago. Oh, now then, what was with the collection we used? What else have we got caravan in that's little? No, I don't think so. I don't recall that. It was a stamp. And then there was a die that cut around the edge of the caravan. Oh, I don't know. It was just a separate little die in its own. Was it from the Great Outdoors? Yes. So I had this crazy idea in my head and I couldn't quite figure out how to do it. And well, I could, but we didn't have enough time. We only had an hour to do the show. So I was like, right, how am I going to do this? So I took it home and I finished it. And I promised everybody I would put it on my Crafter's Companion page, which I did. And we actually, basically what we did, we stamped it and cut it out like this. We stamped and cut this, and then we just cut the back panel. And what we did was, I got a thin strip of card, and I snipped all along both edges, and then glued it so it sat like that, a bit like Marie's bag in a way, but we actually had a top all the way around, and then cut the windows and the doors so it stood up and then we could see inside. So, you know, there's lots of ways of doing things like this. When you've got a solid shape, that is a massive bonus, especially if it's just got nothing on it, because you can do all kinds of cards. So if we wanted to do a card that opened this way, then we would need to score one of the edges of one of the bits we've cut out. So for me, I would probably be scoring about maybe 3/8 of an inch like that. And you can just do that down the back there. And then we can just fold that, and you can fold it like that, fold it back and fold it forward. And then that would glue onto there. And it's as simple as that. Let's grab a bit of glue and we'll just, I've not got the tape room, so I'll just use a bit of tacky glue. It's just quick. So what we could do is just bond this together, and basically that's your carte blanche done in a flash. How easy is that? It's so easy, isn't it? Just really easy. My phone keeps making a pinging noise, and there's no volume on it, but it keeps making a pinging noise. So I need to see why it's doing that, because there's no volume on it. Let's see if anyone else is joining us. There obviously is, because it's just made a ping. Okay, Alison Mason. We didn't mention this last week. My maiden name was Mason, and my older sister is called Alison. So it's really weird, because every time Alison Mason comes on, it's weird, it's like a little flutter in my heart, because I think it's my sister, and it's not, because she's been married for 40 years, so her name's not Mason anymore. But I told this story, and Alison got in touch. So Alison says, my mum still tells me off. I keep telling her I'm 55, mum, not 5. Yeah, I do the same. I'm like, mum, I'm 58. It's like, you don't need to tell me off, but she does. It's just, that's what mums do. And that keeps us In track, absolutely, right on track. And then Christine says, hi Sheila, enjoying the show. You're a very talented lady. Happy Friday to everyone. Oh, thank you, Christine. There's lots of people out there who are talented. I'm sure you're all talented in your creativeness and your crafting and probably a million other things as well. I don't think we give ourselves credit, to be honest. But look at that now. And you could actually, couldn't you decorate that inside so you could get your papers out? You could always you could put your curtains in, so it becomes very personal to someone. Or you can do it exactly how the team have done it, decorate it for Christmas. I think it's really unusual Christmas card. But yeah, look at that, it's really cute. It just stands up perfectly. It's really cute. Yeah, I love it. So that's how you can do that one. If you want to do it so it was it opened at the bottom and it was a top folding one, then you do exactly the same, but you would score it along there, like that, and then that would give you your top opening, so it would lift up. But again, there's lots of ways of doing it, and you've got your door as well. So if you wanted to put your door on, it will it would probably, like the window, it would probably cut the door out, and then what you can do is you can do like put it back on almost so that it does open. So that's an option as well. You could just do some little card tabs. You could even use probably, I'm just looking what we've got on here, but if you get all of the let's just have a look, because I think if we get all of the I'm going to refer to the boards because it's easier, isn't it, after everything I've just said. So we're basically looking for something that's quite small, and I think it would be on the boot board. Let me have a look on the little festive boot. Let me just grab that. I'm not doing very well here, but yes. So you can see on here now we've got this like little top of the chimney pot. You could take that, you could cut two of those, score them in the middle so they fold. And then you could connect one side to your door here. Let's get that there. One side to your door there, and one side to your door there. So that your door would open. I'm tempted to try that now. I'm tempted to actually just. Am I going rogue? We like to go rogue. This is how you figure out things work, isn't it? So let's try it. Let's see what happens. Because it will cut a door out, but we'll have a big gap where the door would go back in. Now, I've obviously made my card here with a fold, so what we can do, just pop it in there like that, because we don't need to go right the way through. We're just going to do the door bit, and then we'll come back. So let's try that. And we'll bring it back like that. And it's going to be, I think, like the little house was. So, yes, so what it's done is it's cut the door off, okay, like that. But you will get the little embossed lines and these lines to show you where the door panels are. I mean, if you've got a caravan, imagine doing this, right? If you've got a caravan and you have a dog, and you might have a dog flap in your door, you could actually look on your die sets and go, okay, let's do let's do a dog hole in here so the dog can get in and out. So you could do that, and you could find a little die out of one of the boards. Right, so what we need to do then, to get the door back on now so that it opens and closes, we need to do a couple of tags. Now you could like to hold it. In fact, you could die cut the little bits that we showed you off the boot card, but in theory, I mean, we've just chopped a little piece out there. So you should be able to. That was out of the door. So if I cut another one of those, and then we score and fold those, that would work as well. Because I think it'd be really nice if you could look into the caravan. I mean, you could put your, okay. So let's just, I can fold these. I'm just going to fold them along my nail just for the sake of time, like that. So we're just basically making what would equate to a pair of hinges. And we can trim off the excess, and then we will put those onto, oh, now then, okay, let's do, yeah, so my idea now then is to put that there. So let's put a bit of glue on here, bit of tacky glue, and come out glue, go. Bit of tacky glue on there. And we'll stick that on the door. And then we'll do another one. Check, I just stuck that on the right side. Yes, I have, because I'm doing it so that the door handle is on this side. And then we'll do this one as well. And then I'm so excited for the rest of this day now we're doing these. It's going to be really, really exciting. And if any of you who've seen this have come up with any ideas, please write in and tell us. Comment, and then we can see what's let's see if anybody else has just joined us. Karen says oh, Shirley says she loves these shape cards. Karen says she adores the shoe. The nursery rhyme about the little old lady who lived in a shoe was one of her favourites during her childhood. And then our RV is the Pug Buzz. Karen says, this is a different Karen. We love travelling and they have their own favourite places when we go. That's brilliant, isn't it? I'm saying to the dogs, where should we go? You want to go there? And I bet they know. I bet they recognise it, don't they? And go, oh, yeah, and get all excited. So, okay, so let's pop. Let's press that down. Oh my goodness, look at this. We've got an opening door on the caravan. It's amazing when you've got a die set, how much it inspires you to go, oh, let's just make that. See, and then you could cut another door, because it's going to be symmetrical probably. I think it is symmetrical. Put that on there, so that then holds your hinges and you have a neat door on both sides. Obviously, you need that little gap there so that it allows the hinges to open. And you could do those with acetate, but look at that. We've got a caravan with a little door on it. That's amazing, isn't it? I love that. I love the fact that we've done that. Do the same with the windows. You've got your, if I can explain this, you've got your window here, and then this actually cuts a tiny little frame that can then go around your window. So if we, let me bring in the packaging, it's here, isn't it? Is it that one? Yeah, if I bring that in. You can see on the packaging here, so it cuts your window. Yeah, let me grab the board. It's here, isn't it? There we go. That can be used for a multitude of things as well. This would make great little sentiment panels for you to stamp your sentiment, and cut this in white and then cut this in like glitter card or something, stamp on here and put that on top. Be really, really nice. But yeah, you could cut the window, you can put your curtains in, you can put the frame on, and then obviously, if you're clever enough, you could put some lights in it and make it really, really look like it's a lived-in caravan. So that is perfect for all year round. And you can, if you get all 4 sets, nothing's stopping you putting that door, sorry Liam, nothing's stopping you putting that door there from the caravan in that boot and vice versa. You might want to make your caravan look a bit more like Pixie Elfie style. So you could put this door with its quirky frame and the caravan and do some of the smaller windows. So it's all about mixing and matching and using every die for its purpose, but also then for other purposes. I just think it's a fabulous set. You're going to be able to use it all year round. You've got so many elements here. It's just going to be great, and I'm sure you're excited, as I am, as you can tell, for the rest of today's shows. How long have we got left, Liam, now? Excellent. So, everyone, thank you for joining us. Emma says, hey Sheila and Crafty Crew, it seems like we think alike. I made 2 baby prams out of the citrus-shaped templates this week. Amazing, send us a picture. I love a die set that inspires to stretch it further. And we say this all the time, you've worked hard, you've got your money, you've bought your dies, you need to use them. They're a tool. So, you wouldn't buy a screwdriver and throw it away after one use. You use them again and again, and the more you use them, the more you become inspired, and the more ideas you get, and then the more unique your projects become as well. So, do try that with all of your dies. It's really important that you get the most out of them and create some fabulous projects. So, we will see you at 12 o'clock, myself and Ben. Please join us. Any ideas you've got, tell us. Thank you for joining me this morning, and I will look forward to the show at 12. We'll see you later on.